What's up, guys? Welcome back to Living in the Sacramento Suburbs. Today we are covering 5 steps to successfully planning a move to the Sacramento California Metro Region in 2024. Now, there is no need to navigate this process alone. We will guide you through how to smoothly go about this based on our vast experience working with clients just like you relocating to Sacramento. And you're going to want to make sure you stick around till the end. We are going to share the 2 mistakes people are making when moving to Sacramento, California. So let's dive right in. No matter if you are in the early phase of researching a possible future relocation or committed and ready to go, the best first step is to schedule your Zoom call with our team. We can walk through your family's specific situation and desires and create a customized roadmap to successfully help you relocate to the area. Our phone number is popping up now. You can go ahead, pause the video, take a picture or a screenshot. Don't be shy. Reach out to our team anytime. Call, text, email. We can't wait to chat and get to know about your family's needs. Now, the next step after understanding your family's needs, we're going to be able to guide you to additional videos on our channel that will help you further learn about the areas you're considering. We can also point you to additional resources that may be helpful to you. For example, we have a lot of great local Facebook groups where we can share with you whether it's mommy groups or neighborhood groups. Oftentimes, these are going to be very helpful for you to gather info on topics that are specific to your family's needs. Obviously, we don't have firsthand experience with all things, so we like you to get input from others. A common question we get is about schools, including private schools or homeschooling. We personally utilize public schools for our kids. So although we can give you our personal experience, we find it best to connect you with groups or people that can give you better firsthand knowledge on private or homeschooling options in the area. As we know, schooling is a big decision factor for most families relocating here. We also sometimes connect you with our past clients if we feel they will have a perspective that is beneficial to you. We recently had a client that was looking for some cultural insights, and it was really helpful for both them to connect with one of our past relocation clients. These are things that go beyond houses. You're looking for a lifestyle that meets your family's needs, and there's many layers to that, and important for you to do your due diligence and your research. Now, before we move on to number 3, comment below, where are you considering relocating from? It's always fun to know where our viewers are. We've had viewers recently reaching out from Washington, Chicago, Florida, and of course, several from the Bay Area and SoCal. So tell us, where are you watching from? Diving into number 3, identifying your budget and connecting you with one of our preferred lenders. A lot of people make the mistake of starting with looking at houses with no real idea on cost or budget. This is a key factor that will narrow in your search by knowing how much you can afford or comfortably want to spend. Not only do the Sacramento suburbs vary in terms of housing prices, but they also have big variances in tax rates and melrose, some of them reaching upwards of $700+ in extra assessments per month. By working through the numbers first, we avoid looking at areas or homes that just aren't going to work for you financially. We can also give you insights into other cost of living, things like considering insurance or utilities, which can highly vary between the different suburbs. The pre-approval process also helps us navigate 2 other critical pieces to your relocation journey. 1, jobs. Will your job move with you? Is it remote? Will you need a transfer? Will you be seeking new employment? All these things can impact you when you make a purchase, so it's important for you to have this guidance up front. For example, you may be thinking you have to get here, start your job, but in fact, we are able to get our clients pre-approved and close on homes with just the hire letter before they even start the job here, which reduces their need for temporary housing. 2, are you contingent? If you currently own a home, the pre-approval process can help us navigate if you can qualify non-contingent, meaning you don't have to sell your current home first. We also can explore the topic of holding your home as an investment home and what would be needed in that case for you to qualify for the next home. Or maybe you are contingent and you need to sell your home in order to qualify for what you desire here. This is a critical factor as it impacts how competitive you can be as a buyer in our market and potentially the timing of when we can actually get out and make offers. We have several experienced lenders that we partner with here locally that offer fantastic service and most importantly, can get the job done when we need to write competitive offers. So after our discovery call, this will be one of the first key steps that we take with you and will connect you with the right lender for your specific situation. For example, maybe you're a VA buyer and we have a lender that is very experienced in helping us write competitive VA offers. We also recently had a couple reach out to us who are physicians and they're going to be utilizing a loan program offered through their employer here. So we identified which one of our lenders had direct experience with that program so they can walk our clients through the process step by step. Now, before we move on to step 4, if you haven't been to our channel before, I'm Shantae Tatau. Me and my husband Danny are licensed realtors, and our goal is to not only make these informative videos that we provide weekly on our channel, but to personally help you and your family find the perfect area and home when relocating to the Sacramento region. We just had clients up from San Diego. They had been watching us for weeks and were attempting to contact builders and gather information themselves. And I guess they were a little hesitant to reach out. Maybe they thought we were going to blow up their phone, like people experience sometimes from some of the real estate sites like Zillow that sell your info off to a bunch of agents. But after they got the runaround from a builder, they decided to finally reach out. We did our Zoom. They booked their discovery trip. We showed them all their options based on their desires and budgets, and we had them in contract before they went back home. So if you're like them and maybe you've been watching us and you're a little hesitant to reach out, please don't hesitate. Reach out to our family team. It costs you absolutely nothing to utilize our services. The builders and sellers pay us. So save yourself a whole lot of time and stress and don't go about navigating this process alone. We're here to support you. Also, remember to stick around to the end where we're going to share 2 of the biggest mistakes our viewers and clients make when relocating to Sacramento. Now, on to number 4, booking a discovery trip. If you're not familiar with the Sac Metro area, we highly suggest taking at least a few days to come out here and spend some time in the area. Hopefully from our initial discovery call and the follow-up info and videos we share with you on the different areas, you'll be able to narrow in on 2 to 3 of your top suburbs before arriving. We recommend spending a couple days exploring each suburb that piques your interest. Now, hear me out. We aren't talking about looking at homes the whole time. We're talking about taking in the area, figuring out if it seems like the right fit for your family's lifestyle. We understand this is a big decision to relocate here, and we feel sometimes people jump to looking at houses first instead of getting to know the area. Of course, we're going to show you some houses too, but it isn't always the first priority for your first trip to the area. We recommend taking this trip as soon as possible. Don't wait until you're trying to buy the house and then you're kind of rushed and you're making a quick decision. So if you're thinking you want to relocate here in summer, it's best that you start coming to explore the area now. Then you're really ready to focus in on your home search and we can advise you on the right timing to start looking for your home. So what does this trip look like? Well, first, we're going to give you some recommended hotels to stay in that are based on the areas you're going to be exploring, unless you're lucky and have family in the area that you can crash at their house. Then we are going to give you a self-guided tour based on what we learn about you and your family. We're going to help you explore the areas, including different neighborhoods, like comparing an established neighborhood versus a new construction neighborhood, visiting nearby amenities and shopping, checking out the schools, hanging at the parks and having firsthand interaction with neighbors, eating at local restaurants. And these are just some of the things that will really help you get a vibe for the area. They also help you get a feel for popular but subjective topics that our viewers ask us about, like diversity, traffic, you name it. We want you to have these firsthand experiences. What's great for us might not be great for you. You'll also get to see the differences in topography, layout of the streets, and for our outdoor enthusiasts, if time permits, we've had viewers who go hiking, biking, visit the lake, you name it. We even had clients that came for over a week last year, and they managed to take day trips and explore some of the areas that we tend to highlight based on Sacramento's proximity, like Tahoe, Napa, and San Francisco. Now, we do have a couple warnings or tips for your discovery trip before we move on to our next topic. One, a lot of times people underestimate the time needed to explore the area, and they just want to come for a day and look at multiple suburbs in just one day. And contrary to what many think, the Sacramento Metro Region is quite large. For example, depending on time of day, it could take you an hour to drive from Roseville to Folsom or Roseville to Elk Grove. And it's definitely challenging to explore all the amenities that these great suburbs have to offer, as well as the housing in just one day. So we really recommend carving out some time for this decision. If you can take some days off to do an extended weekend, maybe a Thursday through a Sunday, or if you're in the Bay Area, maybe plan at least a couple weekends to come out here and explore the different areas. Tip 2, kids. We have them, our clients have them, but we can tell you that you will have a much more successful discovery trip if you are able to leave the kiddos behind. These are long days, and they can definitely make it a little more challenging to explore things efficiently. If you have to bring them, no worries, but definitely try to plan for extra time in your schedule, as things don't move as fast when the kiddos are in tow. And we recommend tablets for car entertainment, as they tend to be far less interested in looking at the surroundings than you will be. So we've had clients that have also, maybe they can't leave their little children behind for long periods of time, so they bring a grandparent with them. And you can drop the grandparent off with the kids at one of our family-friendly attractions, maybe the movies or something that will keep them busy for a couple hours. And they can just hang out and enjoy the area and amenities, or they can even just hang back at the hotel with the kids, giving you some time to explore on your own. Now, we highly recommend this discovery trip, but we've also had several clients that don't do a discovery trip at all. They base it on all their online research, watching our YouTube videos, and they make the decision to move here. Now, we're here to support you in whatever route you're comfortable with. Now, once you've narrowed into an area or two from your discovery trip, it's time to really get to looking at houses. This is where our service goes above and beyond for our relocation clients. We understand that it's a lot of information to take in, especially if you aren't familiar with the areas. We're gonna have everything organized for you on an online spreadsheet that we can all see, that breaks down the pricing, tax rates, schools, pros and cons, links to videos, and additional information. If you're considering resale homes, we're going to set you up on a custom home search portal that will populate with new listings as soon as they come on the market, meeting your criteria. Now, if you don't live nearby, it can be challenging to get here quick enough to see the homes before they go pending. So we're going to do high quality videos of the homes you're interested in. We include the drone shots, driving through the neighborhood, so you have a good feel for it. A lot of times from your discovery trip, we have narrowed in on the neighborhoods you like, and so we're just getting a closer look at the houses as they come on the market, and we tend to have a good feel for what you liked in the houses that we showed you previously. So when we're out previewing properties for you, we can highlight the pros and the cons. We can also highlight things that aren't easily seen in listing photos, like the house backs to a street, or it has power lines off in the distance, or maybe it reeks of pet odor. If the condition of the paint or the floors are bad, we're going to point out just about anything that you can think of that might be a pro or a con for you. Now, if you're considering new construction, then we're going to video the model home if we haven't already done so on our channel, as well as the actual home site. And if you're the type that definitely wants to see homes in person, then we're going to have you schedule another trip after your discovery trip and show you whatever happens to be on the market that weekend. Our market moves fairly fast, so we basically evaluate our options a couple days before your arrival and show you whatever we can. Once you identify a home, we go to work with the lender to put together a rock-solid offer to help you win the home. Once you have an accepted offer, there are many more logistics we will walk you through when it comes to inspections, final walkthroughs, and moving. But just know, we have options to do all these steps virtually to simplify the process as much as possible for you. I told you to stick around to learn about the top 2 mistakes we have seen clients making. Number 1, many clients identify that they need to sell their current home, whether it's before they chat with us or after we connect them with a lender. Now, where they are making a huge mistake is they are selecting a listing agent without our advice or input. This is leading to a lot of extra stress in their relocation process when the selected agent doesn't get the job done. We have normally done a great job here identifying the perfect home, but then our clients are stuck in the process in their current area or state trying to get their home sold as they didn't know what to look for in a listing agent. Sometimes they go with a friend because, hey, it's a friend and they need business. Sometimes they go with an agent that talks the talk but doesn't walk the walk. Since this is likely one of your most valuable assets, and without a successful sale, your relocation hangs in the balance, we urge you to take a different path. In addition to being relocation specialists, we are also very experienced listing agents, and we know exactly what it takes to get a home sold. No sugarcoating, we know how to be honest with you and tell you what needs to be done. We also know how to partner with a rock star agent in your market to get the job done. If you only knew how many of our clients' agents we've had to coach from afar to get the job done, to hold the deal together on our side. If we had been involved from the beginning in selecting an agent, we could have made sure they know exactly what they're doing, that they have realistic pricing, that we have accurate expectations for how long it will take to sell. We can review their marketing plan to ensure they know how to present the home, how to get maximum exposure for the home. There is a lot of expertise, technology, and financial resources that go into being a great listing agent, and we know what to look for. So don't make the mistake of hiring someone without us being involved. We mastermind with a network of rockstar agents around the country, and we will find the perfect fit for you. But we want to make sure this agent can get the job done and also have superb communication. If we're trying to coordinate the sell and buy transaction in tandem, it's critical that we have good communication. We literally just had a client close on their Florida home one day, close on their home here in Roseville the next day, so they could have a seamless move. They drove across the country, beating their pods here, and we were able to give them the keys to their new home upon arrival. We also need to work with your listing agent closely on the timing of listing your home based on when you desire to move here. We'll assess the market temperature, the average days on market, how much home prep your home needs, all of these factors. We can narrow in on your ideal time for you to list and get you in the position to get here when you desire. So, even if you have a trusted realtor that you're thinking of using, let us chat with them and make sure we have confidence that they can get the job done, so you don't end up like some of our other clients in limbo with unmet expectations. There is a lot of planning, logistics, and moving pieces when you're selling your home and buying out of area, and we want to make sure everything is perfectly aligned for you. Everyone's situation is different. So we get into a lot of these details during our Zoom meetings with you guys to iron it all out. And obviously, if you're not contingent on a home sale, then that makes the process even that much easier. Moving on to mistake number 2, a lot of people think, well, I'm just going to come get a feel for the area and then I'm just gonna pop into this new construction model and take a look. But what they don't understand is they're risking having agent representation if they fall in love with a floor plan or the community. Builder rules are your agent must be with you on your first visit to the community and be registered with you. From then on, you can go visit as often as you want and still have your agent represent you. Therefore, don't forgo your option for agent representation. We have fantastic relationships with our builder sales reps and know what we can negotiate on these homes for you. Plus, a lot of people waste a bunch of time looking at homes that don't even fall within the boundaries of the schools they desire, or they don't even have availability of the floor plan you want or the time frame that you need. So most of all, we want to save you time and money by making sure we go with you on your first visit to the new home community. This way we'll have done our homework in advance to make sure that they have the homes that fit your needs, timing, and budget, and we can get you registered so you can have that agent representation. I hope you found this step-by-step guide helpful to navigating your relocation journey. We want to dive deeper with you on your specific situation. So whether you're thinking about moving to the Sacramento region next week, next month, or even next year, you gotta give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, however you want to get a hold of us. Our family can't wait to help yours. We have lots of great content you can watch. So check out our Living in Sacramento playlist here. And we have several other playlists on different Sacramento suburbs, neighborhood tours, and new home tours. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more exciting content.